Hello, welcome to another year's Futures Trading stream. Today is Friday, April 14. It is 8:52 a.m. I do these streams as a part of my homework. I remember that. I want to disclose that. This is for educational purposes only. And let's see what the market is doing now. We have yesterday. Now, before checking the monthly, weekly, and daily time frames, yesterday was a terrible it was a terrible day. It was a good rally. It was a trending day. It's a trending day. Yesterday, in once never, never the market looked back once it started one time frame higher. Just at the closing, we had some rebalancing up here. Technically, this M period took L low, but often at the closing there is some rebalancing of inventory. What I have noticed yesterday, there was a tremendous amount of of volume coming in this market, not in M, but in this period here on V. It was it was just huge here, and this is the second time it happens this week. Today, this area, and the 10th, which was Monday, again in the aftermarket hours. Something something is happening. I mean, there's something brewing here. That's what I can say. What? I don't know. This rally here, when market opens inside previous day range, the market's advertising chop. There was some chop in the morning, but as soon as this market took previous previous period high, it never looked back. You could see that there was some selling coming from this level. This is really a bad level. I mean, if you got one time selling from this high, another time, and this one also was selling from this level all the way, but the odds at this level that remain there were really bad, especially because we had the previous day we have another three white high up here. And the odds were the market was going to take this high. It took the high, but the question here for me was, do you want to be part? Do I want to be part of this market at this moment? When the market make this period here, make a base that was exactly an overnight high back, and I decided not to be part of this market. Whatever happened, especially to the upside, I decided not to. I consider the risk to be extremely high. Right now, volatility index is less than 18. It is 1790. Okay. Let's call it 18. But the risk, the risk to me is very high here. Very high. Being long is extremely risky here. We have the market printed one, two, three, four, five, six distributions yesterday. The risk of being long is extremely high. However, the market stopped just couple ticks, you know, two ticks from taking this high, and the overnight made another high that was higher than yesterday, stopping one tick from taking this high. So the odds of this market have upside continuation, they are still there. They're still there. They're still here. But the risk, my friend, the risk, I think the risk is extraordinarily high. I never see this kind of markets, that are super, super risky to the upside. Just let's take a look here. This low is this is a weak low. I consider this low weak all day yesterday. We got a non-excess low here, and the non-excess are sign the action to the downside has not been completed yet. We got another non-excess here. Weak, weak low here, very close. This one is also weak because it's very close to 4100. We got another level coming from another low coming from previous day high. One tick from closing previous day high. Another low exactly from previous day high. Another non-excess low here. Another one here. So my God, the weakness of this market is even this one. This is far back, but it was once again was bought from overnight low. It was weak at the time, but the structure that is holding the market is terribly weak. I, I mean, I have no words to say how weak this market is. That being said, this market is having an upside breakout. We have a range here. We will see that in the monthly, weekly, and daily time frames. Okay, I'm going to do as usual. I'm going to do my usual. Look how this is the monthly time frame. Look how this bar, which is the current month, is having an upside breakout of previous bar. Okay, look at what the high in this previous bar is, 4140. And look how many times the market was sold from this level. One, two, three, 4 times in the last year. In this 12-month range. The market is in a 12-month range. Have a breakout, fail, now not having another breakout. Let's see if this market is going to fail. No, it has one, it has broke out once to the upside, make a new low, market make a new low. Another breakout, it couldn't take the low range, and now it's having another breakout again. Upside continuation, we see this high, which is the 4208.5 being taken out. The 4200 is in front of that. Okay, that's the level to see for upside continuation here, 4208.5. Now, it is very close. It is very close from previous um, from that 4140 level. I can avoid it. Another thing that I have noticed here also, because it's kind of like a channel here. You got this lows here, you extend this one, you can come almost put a trend line here, and the next high could be up here for 300. I'm saying I'm not saying that market is going to rally, but just kind of kind of boy, but see that in the monthly, the daily, I mean the weekly. Now this is my support 4140. My not my support, my reference line 4140 in the monthly. 4140, I guess is this one. Yeah, I guess it's this high here. Yeah, this high. In the weekly, I have a I can see a breakout here from the 4082. Okay, the 4080. Let's call it 4080 up here. The current week has two week. It is in balance. We have a 2 week balance, and is breaking out to the upside of the previous weekly high, which has a really narrow range relative to the previous weeks. One time prime higher continues here. The market is going to the upside for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks so far. If this week doesn't take this low today, still will be to the upside. And the reference here is this high here, What this high is? 4208.5. The same reference as in the monthly. And this high, the closing the gap, will see the market going to the 4020 actually, right? 4220. This could be something, you are going to use for upside continuation, and again the 4080 as my support here, which is way down here. It's way down here, 4080. This is a weekly breakout level support. Now we are having another breakout of this week, which is this one here. Daily. Let's check the daily. What the daily shows. The daily has this outside week to the down, outside bar to the downside. Yes, before yesterday, Wednesday, and now that has been rejected. The outside bars are signs when sign market has changed. There's change in the market. The market was going in one direction, and boom, it brings another one. It either confirms something, some movement, or reject the movement. In this case, this market was going to the upside. You have 1, 2, 3 days where the market was going to the upside, and the fourth day where the market print an outside bar to the downside, which kind of like tells me that this upside movement is not that strong. Market printing a downside bar, but this week, I mean, this yesterday, not this week, but yesterday, we have this rally that took the market. It took the previous day high, not just the previous day high, but the high of a range. Okay, we have this range here. Can you see it? I hope you can see this range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 day range, and has a breakout to the upside. The market has a breakout. What's the low? What's the high of this breakout? This level here. Uh-oh, this one here. That's my breakout. I'm highlighting it here because this is going to be relevant for me. We either have an upside continuation here in the daily. The next thing, what's the next thing? Again, it is the 4208, right? 4208, which is not that far. It could be, actually, we are 4070 with this volatility. 30 points, 30, 40 points are not easy to achieve. So that could be good. Let me check my notes. What do I have in the daily? The 4208 as a reference. And the 4208, this one here is my reference on the upper side. To monitor for upside continuation, I got a couple. Um, I got still 1, 2, 3 highs, and there could be some stops here, some stops above here. We have this bull high, but the thing I have dimmed this line here because this contract, the current one, the ESM, not this is an adjusted contract. This is not the ESM. This is the ESM. The contract expires in June. This contract actually just started to trade heavily to be traded in March 10 in this day. This day it is required. This was some rollover going on in this area, and boom, we have this new contract starting here. It's having the kind of like the same behavior like the previous one. Range, rally, range, rally. Okay, and I say that this is for me is this is important level now because holding this level will mean that the breakout has potential to do to upside continuation for upside continuation. If the market take this level back and start building value inside here, it could mean that this is a breakout failure. And breakout failure automatically targets the opposite side of this range. In this case, the opposite side is 4080, 82. Remember, it could be this level here. But most important is this low here. These three lows. Remember when we were talking in the daily, these three lows here, the non-excess here, the weakness in this low, and being also the 4100. And notice how it's also a weekly low, a weekly low actually, because there's another weekly low really close by it, really close. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one weekly low, and this is to this weekly low over here, and this is the other one. That's the potential to the downside here if this level is taken back. Now, going back to profiles, you know, we are zooming in more and more. The multiple distributions we have in these days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 distributions to the upside, the sign of emotional market. The volume here did not, there was no volume backing up this rally here. It's trending right here to the upside. Very emotional rally here. Now, where the rally has its base, overnight held exactly to the tick. This low being exactly a previous month low could be weak here. There's some range here, sideways trading, market getting long here, was getting short here actually, and took the shorts out here. Shorts were constantly, look at this high here, constantly shorting the market here, constantly shorting the market. Here, then up here, then try to do something up here too. But and even now, even at the closing, there was something here. Now this kind of moments, there is shorting here. Finally, finally, I got the market. Okay, you know, I have dominated the market. I have showed the market. I have to teach the market a lesson. Finally, I teach the market a lesson here, right? But this period could be just some rebalancing of this long inventory here. Okay, be careful of this one. The structure is terrible weak. There's very emotional rally here. Very, very emotional. Multiple distributions, no volume backing. So this thing could easily be retraced. That's what I think. That the whole range can be retraced, especially having in consideration that this day was an outside day to the downside and leave leave a non-excess low down here at the 41.30. 13, my bad, no, not 30, 41.13. These levels have been traded multiple times. 41.30, 41.10, 41.40. 41.50, there is some subtle trading there, this was volume there, but I will take this halfback instead of the 50 now. Um, Now, retail sales gave us a spike. It didn't. I would say this is a spike, okay? Because it was so slow. It went to the upside, it went to the downside. It is not a spike because it didn't take previous low. I mean, it didn't take the overnight low out, nor the overnight high. No, it is only one tick here. There's no excess on the high, no excess on the low, Again, a very prominent overnight POC. Very prominent overnight POC. Prominence overnight, prominence POCs tend to attract the market. You it seems, man, the structure of the market is super weak. Being long is extremely risky, yet the market has set its sight to the upside. It seems like the market is waiting for something to happen. Okay, I would be very careful, have my stops very tight if I am long, because the risk is still. I cannot stress enough how risky, how much risk I see in this market. Even though the VIX now is at the lowest. No, it went to 1770 or 50, I believe, yesterday. It was very low. That um, that's not a good indicator of risk. It's supposed to be. It actually measures the amount of hedging that is happening, how much puts are being bought. That's how measure. But this is not a good indicator. Now let's take a look, another look of there's some what's happening to or the markets. That the dollar is at the lows. Crude is selling from 200. We're having a break. Agree? Are we having a break on the bonds? But it's still not relevant here. Maybe if the market comes back down to here, the potential could be that this lower side. More likely, more odds for this one if it comes here, because the closer it gets to this level, the more likely the market is going to retrace the whole range here. There is some range here. There's some range here. Could stop somewhere in here. But it would be one, two, three, four lows, which is not good. No good. This is has expressed no good for any kind of longs here. The market comes down to here. Look at the gold now. Wow. What happened to gold? Ah, we got short covering yesterday. Short covering yesterday. And now we have a long liquidation. Now short covering weakens the market. We have long liquidation here, short covering here. Are we going to long liquidation here? Long liquidation, long liquidation, short covering. Is this going to be long liquidation again? Very, very short-term trading going on here in these markets. In all markets. Now, notice how the overnight inventory, what was the condition of the overnight inventory today? Okay. What is the condition of this overnight inventory? Make this one bigger. I want to make this bigger. Dun, 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 dun. Overnight inventory is, I would say, short, almost 100% sure. Is or was. Let's put was. 100% sure. There was some rebalancing of overnight short inventory, but it is still short. Okay. Counteraction inventory via via rally. Okay. What's counteraction? Counteraction will be removing the shorts from this market because these shorts are weak. Look at where this where Cedar is, where most of this or the selling was coming from. Cedar, right? Was Cedar, right from Cedar. A rally here would remove this overnight inventory. Also have some fuel to take. I would be special attention how easy it would be just just doing a counteraction to make a new high here. You know, we will take this overnight high out and make a new high. If the market comes up here, somewhere in here, the 4200 is going to be too close. And traders see that. Traders actually saw the 4200 there. Um, I guess that was the goal. I, I wouldn't be that crazy to say maybe that was the goal yesterday. The goal for me yesterday was this high here, this triple high here. But the way how it was grueling, it was excruciating, it was super painful seeing the market, you know, trying to take this high yesterday. And not just it took this high, not just this one, but also this high out and breaking to the upside of the 8-day rally, or 8-day range. Now at 10 a.m. we have consumer sentiment. There is not too much of relevant the consumer sentiment after these banks healing. Oh, by the way, I don't know what the report was. Okay, let's see the Shiva deposit season as a shrink as a hold on quarter. Oh, CD, good reports here. Good earnings. JP Morgan. Yes, yes, these are good reports here. Wells Fargo. Wow, everybody beat estimates. Everybody beats estimates. Oh, that's interesting here. Okay, everybody beat, and the market did nothing. Wells Fargo reported, I believe, at 9. What time? I don't know. What time is 7:30? 7:30 is H. This is JP Morgan here. Okay. What what worries me is this high, this poor high here, and the overnight, the global high just want a couple ticks from this high. Sometimes the market gets too long that leaves this kind of highs, And what could happen is sometimes market gets too low that it needs to break before it can rally higher. It is very weird that that overnight high was not taken yesterday. It's very weird. It's not easy for me to see that high not being taken. Leaving that high again. We got multiple highs now. That high made 12. Now this one tick from that high selling coming from that level, and yesterday selling also coming from that level. Weak selling coming from there. Opening inside previous day range, advertised chop. Market's opening inside is everything. We are just 5 minutes before the opening. If everything keeps going like it's going right now, like the market will open inside previous day range. The buying, the overnight low is right at breakout level. There's weakness. Whatever you see, there's weakness. The risk of being short also, it is a risk. It is risky. I guess it has less risk. But the thing is, many times we can have the right reading. We can be reading the market. We can have a good reading, but we don't have passions, right? We don't have passion and let let the market develop first before doing our we're doing what we want to do. I got a bias here. I got a bias. I am supervisor, I believe. I think right now. My, I am two scenarios here. First scenario, maybe even three. Market take this high out, replace this high, takes the overnight high out, make a new high, and then breaks. Right? That's one thing, one scenario. Another scenario is market opens here, right, right away start selling. The market ignores the overnight inventory. There's no counteraction to overnight inventory. Market re-enters the breakout level and trades towards the opposite side of the range. The third scenario that I have in mind is market opens here, chops, it gives some chop in the morning, and then takes this high out and gets give us a new high and gets back towards the opposite side of the range. At least those half back here, closing at least one, two, three, four distributions. Well, those are the scenarios that I have in mind. My history of yesterday, I decided again I'm taking notes of this. This is the aftermarket after 4:30 p.m. There's a lot of volume here. This is the volume that I mentioned. It is just it is a nuance. Yeah, that's a nuance to me. Can you see the volume, the amount of volume here? I have marked those ones here. But this is very unusual having this amount of volume. It's like somebody didn't want this market to break, right? Was just buying here because why I say buying? Because there was a weak buying here, and these trades, they were shorting here, shorting here, shorting here. The market never gave us a spike to the upside, a clear spike to the upside. There's some short covering. There has to be some um, finally some uh, one thing. This the loans here they cannot go home. Uh, they cannot go home because they don't have enough capital, right? And this was just some buying, absorption. This selling here, or this selling that was happening here. Could be also the shorts finally taking cover, right? And there was short here, I can't hold it this anymore. I can't hold the pain. This market is never going to stop going higher. So they start to buy as well. One never knows what this is. Is it saying we will know just after the fact. Okay, but this is unusual, and especially the high amount of volume, about 150 contracts each one. There's 3,000. There's around all of these numbers are the same in both sides, which for me is the same. Can you see 1010? This is the same amount, mostly contracts above 150 blocks. You know, this could be like there could be like 60, 60, 10, 20, 40, 40 contracts above 150 each up here. 80 down here. Um, that amount of volume after 4:30 is impressive. It's not usual. That's not usual. What you usually see, okay, oh, but we have only 20 seconds to the open. We see stuff like this. Uh, Look at what the buying is. This buying here. What happened with this buying here? But it's buying here at this level. Okay, there's 20, like less than a minute to the opening. Let's see what this market has to offer. Opening inside previous day range, advertised chop. Chop is expensive. Chop is a market that has not picked a direction. All right. Are we having a counter action? Say, oh my God, selling coming from last. Why? Counter action would be a rally. Notice how the market didn't pay attention to the direction of the overnight session. What's the direction? If this inventory is short, what's the direction of the overnight session? The downside, right? It just wasn't there. Open here and then boom. No attempt to follow the direction of the overnight. Just nothing there. At least so far. Now, look what the high is made. Overnight hard bar. Yesterday was bought from the overnight hard bar, opening inside previous trading range. Now it's doing the same, but in the opposite direction. Now it's in the upper side. You have no excess. Yesterday has no excess. We have the overnight. The market has a high that was made in Globex. Selling is coming from POC. Overnight hard back. Opening inside previously range, advertised shop. There's no taper on the upper side. This is not taper. The lower side it has a shape, the taper, but it's not tapered yet because the market opened here and just rally here. It started getting more volume here. If the market now comes down here and stops and makes this shape, the volume is reducing each time less and less and less volume. That would be taper, not this one. You want to see what taper is, you want to know what taper is, how it develops. I, I suggest to watch this video, okay? Peter Meyer on volume strips. It will give you a better understanding what that is, how the relevance and importance for that has on market dynamics. I got a bias here to the downside. Um, Market generated information helps to control the bias, to counter the bias you have. I see tremendous amount of weakness in the lower side. The risk of being long is extremely high. Okay, and I want to go short, right? I just want to, but I see also, I see the very short-term trading is selling from very mechanical level, very weak level. That overnight high, that market high, making high in the globals is not that good. Now, from yesterday, let's see something from yesterday here. I got that one. Well, this is window trader. I have this. This is how it closed. There's tremendous amount of volume here. I don't like this kind of movement here. I don't like when this happens. This is very unlikely the market keeps this one. Now I have the same thing down here. I happen at closing. The difference between this one and this one is the volume that we have out here. So there's a good amount of volume here. And this could be just some rebalancing of this overnight. There's extremely long inventory here. When we talk about when we're talking about finally the shorts finally teaching the market right, finally dominating the market, teaching the market a lesson. Yes, sir. The market is going to lead its lesson. Right. All right. Counteraction is developing. We have a counteraction to the upside. Could be a sign here. No attempt to go in the direction of the trade. Market make no attempt to follow the direction of the overnight session here. High has been repaired. We have a better high now. There's still weakness in the upper side. Market is about to have a breakout. Let's see how the breakout here. The market had a breakout here, taking this one, take this one out, especially these things. You know, this is a tail here. The market doesn't care about the lower side. The market keeps looking to the upside. It seems that the market is continuing what it did yesterday. Let's see now if it has volume. Market has come out the range, outside of yesterday's range. Just checking back the high. The high, that overnight high has been repaired. Only 2 ticks, but that's good. Come on, don't struggle here. Don't struggle here. Keep going to the upside. Don't come back. You don't come back. You have come back once. Come on, twice now. Market has come back twice. All right. You don't enter. You don't enter this range. You cannot re-enter. God damn. It tagged this high, right? It tagged this high. Once. Hmm. Look at the amount of trading is going on here. Look at this such a big amount of trading going on up here. Yeah. But very nice momentum here. It come back twice to yesterday's high. It cut. Now it has come back inside previous day range. If you are long here, you don't want the market coming back to previous day range. Now, if you are short, you don't want the market to come out outside the previous range again. Okay. Look at the volume we have here. It is almost half into the first period. We're going to have bigger volume than yesterday if the trend continues. Okay, market makes a new high. Value. I mean, I won't consider yesterday's value because it was a trending day. It was a trending day. Any questions? Let's look at this thing. The market no have zero interest in going in the direction of the overnight trade. The last poor high is going to be taken now. The next reference on the upper side is 4208.5, which is the 4210. This level here is too far back in time, right, to be of relevance, but I just can't avoid see the market struggling here or stopping right there. The market has seen the 4200. All right, I believe the face scenario is playing out. Remember the exception to the chop to the chop scenario where the market opens inside previous day range and uh, is the market advertising for chop. The exception is the when the market comes out of the range in the first period with conviction. I believe that's happening now. That is happening now. You just come out of the previous day range. There was something there. There was the overnight inventory. The overnight inventory was short. That can be used as a fuel. This is the fuel. All of these shorts from this the overnight scenario, and now in here. This is not good anymore. This high also. I wanna leave this high here for a while to see what the market does with this. If it comes back on its butt from this level. The breakout, uh, the breakouts are holding here. Basically, we have the weekly breakout. Then you have breakout of this range here. Don't even, the market didn't even care to test it. It just keep going to the upside. The momentum is to the upside. The market is very weak, but yet momentum is to the upside. We have seen the 4200 here. Alright, we are in this area here. The market has took this high out, has repaired the poor high, has is making a new high. Now, let's see what happens now. I guess traders are just overexcited now. They saw the market rally yesterday, super weak rally, and now I don't want to miss, right? I don't want to miss this rally now. I'm going to be long from the opening now. From the opening, I'm going to be long. I'm not going to miss this movement. Right? This trade here that happened here. You will see when the market in this case you got overnight inventory short. The market just didn't care about going in the direction. The market was open and then boom, rally from that level. The long is here. The closer to this, the better it is. And as soon as the market comes back and take this one out, then you're out. You're not going to be long here, right? This is one. This was one opportunity. Another opportunity is taking this high out, which was very close, which was basically the same as the overnight. That's the Globus high here, right there. Now, upside continuation, we see the market taking the 4200 and the 4208.5, which is a monthly high. You see? Yes, it is February high. Okay. Pues unbelievable. The risk here is the market re-enter. I don't want this market to re-enter previous day range. There's a lot of activity going on right now. Look at this, man. Compare this to what we have yesterday. I don't know if I don't know if I have yesterday. Do I? Yeah, I have it here. Let's check this one out. Look at this. Yesterday, yesterday, and compared to what we have today. All right. This is the breakout of the 8-day range here. Upside continuation. Now, if this market is going to go to the upside, we not re-enter. Feels if the breakout fails, Fields will re-enter this range. Then will re-enter this range and have destination this low here. We're having some congestion at this level. Remember, 10 a.m. we have consumer sentiment, okay? Consumer sentiment can be overlooked here. All these numbers are coming, all these numbers are coming in the right direction. in relation to 5 to 1s. The market gives two opportunities here on the other side. This taking this high out, and when the market ignore the overnight the overnight trade here. This could be mistaken by yeah. This could be just short cover. I mean long yeah, short covering from the overnight traders. You know, having FOMO. You have a big rally yesterday after an outside day to the downside, big rally, and they don't want to miss the rally today. Right? They want to be long. This could be feeling missing out. Could be. I'm not saying it is, but it could be. There could less than a minute for the next period. The 4200 is right there. February high, the 42.8 also is right. It's relatively close. What's the biggest now? I guess this is going to be could be 17. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 17 something. Yeah, 1750. My God, 1755. All right. Consumer sentiment is out. I don't know what the number is. I don't care what the number is. Let's see what the market does with that number. Notice how the volume is higher here. It stopped short from coming to yesterday's high. Yeah, there's some buying here. There's some buying. I think FOMO is playing an important role here. These breaks also can remove the weak inventory, weak longs here. Let's just get the longs out here. Look, the market was going high, 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 high. All right. Short-term longs, weak longs get scared with this kind of movements to the downside. It didn't come back to half back. It's actually barely close to the high here. Value is higher. If B is taking A high out, that's going to be a spike to the upside. It's going to be very sharp. This looks like a rebalancing of short of long inventory here. The buy is coming from half back. Now there's higher volume in the upper side. There was higher volume on the lower side. Now it's the opposite. I want to see if this market re-enters previous day range. If it doesn't re-enter, then the odds of the upside are still there. That kind of movement is what scares traders. The one you see just now, that boom, quick movement to the downside. That scares the hell out of the shorts. Of the longs, my bad. Now the buy is coming from exactly half back. You don't want this market to re-eval long. You don't want the market to re-enter previous day range. There could be a sell-off if that happens. Now that low is how good that low can be, man. Coming exactly from half back. You don't want this market to re-enter. Oh boy, look at that. Exactly yesterday's high. You don't want this market to re-enter yesterday's range. Has re-enter. If you're long, that was your out. Now you're short. You don't want to come outside to the bottom. There's some selling here. It's liquidation of that long inventory there. That came from the opening. You got Cedo. Cedo has been taken. Next thing overnight POC. You want to see this market. You were short here. You want to see the market taking this low out. And the breakout level. has to happen fast. Okay, overnight, next last, next thing, opening, next thing is the breakout level. Oh, okay, breakout has been taken. I mean, opening has been taken. Let's see if that breakout holds. All right. All of these longs here that were pretty emotional are being squeezed out. Now, this market hasn't taken the breakout level yet. This is very important. This is the breakout of the 8-day range. We have 8-day range here, breakout to the upside. The first scenario is playing out. We're taking this high, coming up here, and then coming back inside. Now, the last scenario was somewhere similar to this, but with trading happening inside this area here. Now, you are short. I don't want this market to come back outside or above this outside this day. All of these loans have been taken out now. Market coming back inside previous day range. Targets the opposite side of the range. There was some buying here at this level here. Probably some that is getting out. Can you see this? I have noticed. Remember what we were talking in the morning about the huge amount of trading in the aftermarket just before the market closed, just before 5 p.m. around these levels. It's very unusual. It's the second time that happened this week. It happened on Monday. It happened yesterday again. Now, is this? Remember, I have a negative bias here. As soon as the market re-enters this range, I start to look into the opposite side of this, and particularly also, it seems really far. The 4100 looks really far, but actually, it's not that far, especially after the weakness that we had here. yesterday. But many things have to happen here. This is the breakout level. As soon we got the first part of the downside trade is completed, right? The market re-enters this range. The second part is the market re-enters the 8-day range. Okay, that's the second part. This could be just counteraction to overnight inventory. It's getting emotional. I'm not going to miss the trade now. I missed yesterday. I'm not going to miss the rally now. Now all of them are out. Indices are getting adjusted. You have significant amount of volume coming to the market. Now, I want to see downside continuation here. Not. Did you see that volume there? Oh, it's increasing here. Volume getting higher here. This high. But this is just at the same level as the previous period. No volume here, no volume here in the upper side. Very nice momentum trading here. There's no congestion anywhere along here. The potential to the downside is still there. But the breakout is holding. The breakout level, I remember we talked in the morning about this 8-day range. We're having a breakout failure targets the opposite side of the range. But my next reference would be the 4100 here because of the weakness in this area. There's a this non-excess here, non-excess here, lack of excess here, and the weak level here. And the first part is here. The first part is here. Now, now value. The thing is, is the market going to build value above in the upper side of the 8-day range? Because the volume is there. This is volume here. Let me show the volume. Volume. It's increasing, right? The volume is increasing. Now, traders, sophisticated traders or big traders can see how the market was getting too long here yesterday. There's a good amount of inventory here that can be this whole range can be retraced. We were talking about this uh, in the morning, but the sentiment is actually quite the opposite. The sentiment is, no, this market has a breakout. We're going to the 4200. We're going to take the February high out, whatever, right? They don't see nothing else. They just see that. They just see that. They just see the market going higher and up we go. the danger if this level is taking this is going, I think there's potential for a big break here today. Market has exploded. Market has look inside the region. This is not good for the longs here. This is not good for the longs here. Any questions you have? Comments? And this trade took 3 days to develop here. I think the most important here was thing was the outside day to the downside on Wednesday. What that now is? Hmm. Now you want to see what taper looks like, right? This is taper. This is taper here, a taper here. Volume. There was a lot of volume, remember? Came coming, coming down here. The market has this break. Boom, boom, boom. Volume here. I want to see. Another thing is this is big volume, but it's not reflected here. So these are big positions only, but look at what happened here. Big volume here, big volume here, but very small trades, right? Or at least less than 50. Okay, but it's a boom, 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 it's smaller ones. Uh, Here you have less than 10K here, but a lot big blocks here. Okay? This and you can see that there's no congestion here. There's a nice momentum here. No congestion. All right. Overnight low has been taken out. Two times has come back the way to check the breakout here. Longs are going to be squeezed here. Are being squeezed here. Oh, there's a lot of volume here. And this is period here. Traders get too emotional here and just bought the market. Now, the question is always trying to identify where the pressure is, where the pressure is directed. Okay, we were talking in the morning the potential. We talk this a lot. This label, the 4140, was being used to sell multiple times. That the channel was being formed here, that the potential could be 4300 if this market is going to the upside. Now, the next thing I don't want the market coming below March high. Right? If I own long, right? But this is a longer time frame. Okay, the relevance of this level here. This is to monitor. How once you identify the patient, you have your levels, and those levels are actually not to buy or to sell, but to monitor your trade. How you monitor your trade for continuation here? You have a short. Okay, what happened? Should I let my short go? Should I keep my short? What happened? Okay, now what the first thing that needs to happen if I'm short was market getting back inside previous day range. If it coming back inside previous range could trigger a selling for the reason we talked. The next thing is that's one time frame, right? That's one time frame. That's the intraday coming into this range. Now we have a daily time frame, which has this 8 days range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 day range here, which is this one over here. The first part of the trade on the downside is market getting back inside this range. How do I monitor for continuation? How do I know that my trade still have odds of developing or keep going to the downside? Once if it re-enters this range, I have the potential that this market will go all the way to the downside. So the odds that this market comes and take this low out today are even higher if I have this one. That's how I monitor for. This day here being an outside day, all those are signs that goes in the direction of what my trade is. But it takes time, right? It takes time. Now, the thing is, go ahead and short the market out here when you saw the market was going violently, rapidly, furiously to the upside, going to the upside. No, this is when the market generated information helps you, help us to have a perspective. We knew that the market didn't pay attention to the overnight short inventory. No, it didn't care to go in this direction. It just boom, counter action to that. Took this high, took the overnight high out, make a new high. Not a particular good one, but it is good. And what we have today, we also have something that it didn't seem be of relevance. We have consumer sentiment. I don't know what the number is or what the number was, but I knew that I think there could be something there. Some, and the market being weak, we were talking about also how we can be right, but we can be too early as well. We don't have patience to wait. And we may short the market early. We may short here, for example. Shorting, the market keeps going to the upside, keeps going to the upside. The same people, the same traders that were shorting here, shorting here, are the same ones who are now buying here. No, no, this market is going higher, has to go higher. Keep buying here, keep buying here. They bought here, for example, this level. Next thing, the bot here, the bot here, the bot here, and the market keeps breaking. What? Now we have two distributions now. Early in the day, two distributions. If there is something to the downside, the market will keep this distribution. The market will not close the distribution. So I starting to see some sign of, the first sign of weakness I see in this break is the selling coming exactly from this level here. It's telling me, okay, the money that is selling here is not strong money. There's a first sign here. Now, if there's going to be selling, where the selling can come from, or when, you know, because when you have a day to the downside, suddenly it's red. Oh, the machines are red now. Everybody's selling. Everybody's selling. Everything is red now. What traders do when everything is red? My bad. What happened with everything is red? Everybody start to sell, right? Everything's red. Huge reds. Oh, huge bar reds. We have to sell this market. Let's change it to 10 minutes. Red. This gigantic engulfing bar, whatever name they give this. They give this bar. Okay, you're going to sell. Market profiles gives you a better understanding of what could be going on here. Right. Because you are seeing what you are seeing is also you are seeing this what happened before. Market has re-entered the breakout level. The market has re-entered the 8-day range. One, two, you remember the 8-day range has entered. This one. Next level to the downside, previous month high. And yesterday was an extremely weak day. 6 distributions to the downside. That's not good. Mhm. Now the VIX is still 18, less than 18. Bam, unbelievable. Still less than 18. All right, it is 10:35. I guess my time is out. Unless there's any questions, any comments, uh, I would call it the morning stream and wish you guys a good rest of the morning. Stay safe out there. Hmm. The trends to the downside. Don't go long. Right? Don't try to catch a knife here. Remember the same thing that we talked yesterday when the market was going to the upside. It was a terrible rally. Well, who cares, right? Don't step on front of the train. Okay, this is my train. This is the train. This is the train. What's the trend on the market? Okay, be aware of the time frames as well. Okay, don't stop in front of the train. Okay, the market is going this direction. I'm going to go in the opposite way. Why? Because it's too low now. Okay, it's the right thing. Right? If you're thinking that way, it's very risky. If it has worked, we keep doing it, right? But if it doesn't work, I guess it's time to rethink what you are doing. Okay, don't stop in front of the train. If you are eager to go long, the market will give you an opportunity. And the thing is, when the market has this kind of breaks or this kind of rallies, the market will give you an opportunity, but that opportunity will be very short. It will carry high risk. The profits are very small as well. Don't expect something big out of it. Just really small, really small. Be careful there. And the way, I don't know. Oh, Luis Fernando, no problema, my friend. I mean, one of the if you show up, that's a good thing, man. If you show up to the game, you already did a good part of you're better than more than 50% of people out there showing up to the game, to whatever you're doing. Okay, there's a lot of fight around this breakout level. If once this level collapses, once the longs throw the towel, because there's a lot of longs by still believing that the market can take the 4200 here. Once the longs throw the towel, the market just has a spike to the downside. I don't know if that's going to happen. Uh, this time, we don't have too much news announcements. Next week, just just let's check next week. Next week, actually, we don't have nothing actually. Let's see. Housing Fred Bowman speaks. Uh, another speech on Thursday. Next week is going to be dominated by earnings. I guess there's some banks, more banks that are reporting earnings. There's no more PPI, CPI, CPEs, FOMC, anything like that. All right. Okay. Uh, que tengas un buen día, Luis Fernando. ¿Cómo te va en los negocios? ¿Cómo van tus ventas? A ver, voy a ver si vas a estar, ahora estoy mirando solamente esto, estoy monitoreando una posición aquí. Ah, espero que te esté yendo bien. All right. Okay, guys, I wish you a good rest of the day. Stay safe out there. Bye bye. Oh, a ver. Oh, no es época de ventas. Sí, hay tiempos en que se pone, hay tiempos, ¿no? Hay tiempos y hay tiempos. Al- hay tiempos en que simplemente no hay. No hay. Pero vas aprendiendo, sabes cómo funciona tu mercado, pues, ¿no? Ah, sí, cuando tenía mi trabajo de cielos, trabajaba en remodelación primero, después cielos. Creo que te comenté en esto, ¿no? Terminé haciendo cielos porque era el trabajo más fácil y que era más rentable. El mercado sin embargo era más limitado, era bien limitado, pero valía la pena, ¿no? A veces un trabajo, a veces demoraban en salir los trabajos, a veces salían uno, dos a la semana, a veces uno, dos al mes, y a veces no salía nada en un mes. Pero había que tener paciencia y aparecían siempre, no podía aparecer a veces después de 2 meses, pero era suficiente para cubrir los meses que pasaron. Oh, sí, sí, sí. A veces es un problema también eso de trabajar. Tenía, bueno, disculpa que te hable mucho de mí, ¿no? Mi hermana es abogada y tiene unos negocios en Perú también. Y les comentaba, solía conversar mucho con ella y había un tiempo en que me llené de clientes, que tenía muchas llamadas de muchos clientes, y, pero eran baratos estos, ¿no? Y decía, no, bueno, peor es nada, ¿no? Peor es no tener nada. Con el tiempo, ¿no? Con el tiempo me di cuenta que no era una forma realmente buena de pensar. La cuestión era que cuando te llenas de clientes empiezas a subir tus precios, ¿no? Si tienes y bueno, eso lo aprendí después, tenía no un objetivo, sino un promedio mensual. Y a veces los clientes pequeñitos lo que hacían era en realidad impedir llegar a eso, ¿no? Porque te tomaba mucho tiempo. Y empiezas a subir tus precios o seleccionar, y al subir tu precio lo que haces es selecciona, ¿no? Selecciona tus clientes. Y te empiezas a quedar con los clientes que pagan mejor, de repente no te dan trabajo por mucho tiempo, pero es suficiente, ¿no? Si antes hacías 10 trabajos para tener X, ahora puedes hacer 5, la mitad, y tener X, ¿no? Entonces sería lo mismo. Y así ibas. Entonces tu nueva, y así es un mercado como este, ¿no? Un mercado como este. Subes tus precios hasta que te das cuenta que, ok, ya subí demasiado, ¿no? Y, y los nuevos clientes que ingresan entran con ese nivel de allá, con el nuevo nivel que tienes. Pero es difícil, o sea, porque no sé, de algo hay que comer, ¿no? Y uno siempre tiene esa tentación de, quisiera hacer algo, quisiera estar haciendo aunque sea algo, ¿no? Lo aprendí tarde, ¿no? Yo no fui a la universidad, no tuve ningún tipo de educación respecto a administración de negocios, ¿no? No pude hacer crecer mi negocio. Era solamente yo y otra persona más. Cuando tenía trabajos grandes, lo que hacía era subcontrataba a otros contratistas, a otros especialistas, ¿no? Personas que hacían carpeta, pintores, plomeros, y, pero yo no tenía ese, no tenía un grupo de gente, ¿no? Y siempre me preguntaba por qué no podía hacer eso, ¿no? No tuve la paciencia de, de llevar a eso, de llegar a tener un poco de educarme, ¿no? En ese aspecto. Mira cómo se compran estos aquí. Ahora, yo no sé si vas a estar ahí mucho tiempo. Lo que pasa, trato de no estar mucho, porque este software es propietario, no va a ser que me pongan un strike ahí. Mira cómo está el volumen ahora, ¿no? Tienes este volumen, es un volumen un poquito más alto. ¿Cuánto será esto? ¿Un 10% más alto? Vamos a chequear esto. Y 9%, ya, casi 10% mayor que el día de ayer. Entonces tienes un rally ayer que el volumen en realidad era más bajo. y ahora está más alto. Entonces el movimiento que es hacia abajo tiene algo. No, no es un maravilloso volumen, pero algo está ahí. Tenía, ¿qué me dijiste que es, qué cosa vendes? Decías que eres vendedor y que estabas tratando de buscar otra cosa. Ah, eso es lo que recuerdo. Wow. Who speaks Spanish here? Who speaks English? Anybody speak English and anybody speak Spanish? Habla español. Yo hablo un poquito español. Ah, ok. Publicidad. Ok, publicidad. En periódicos, internet, una cosa así, me imagino. Oh, ok. Ok. Ajá. Ya. Chévere. Oye, mi cuñada hace eso. Mi cuñada en Perú hace eso. Ese es un negocio. Ha de tener bastante competencia, me imagino. Por decir, constantemente me llegan, bueno, me llegaban. Bueno, hasta ahora algunos me mandan unas muestras de lapiceros, por decir, ¿no? Muestras de lapiceros con el nombre con el nombre mío o con el nombre de la compañía. Y son bien interesantes, pero me imagino que es un negocio bien difícil, porque tienes que vender bastante aquí. ¿Mm? Porque la utilidad por artículo ha de ser bastante pequeña. ¿Mm? Ah, ok. Ah, ok. Siempre los primeros son los que tienen una ventaja, ¿no? Oh, yeah. Parece mentira, pero la especialización es lo que te da una ventaja. A veces tenemos la impresión de que no, tomo muy poco, no voy a... A veces, pues, si me especializo, voy a agarrar solamente un trabajo y no me va a convenir, ¿no? Entonces mucha gente no hace, se aleja de eso. Ok, mira aquí es. Oh, we may have a low here. ¿Cómo te incomoda? O sea, tu tía sigue en el negocio y tú abriste uno por tu cuenta. All right, this market here has come out of this range again. The low was bought from this, not a particular good one, but it just didn't have continuation here. You still have good volume. The trend remains to the downside. Now, if this market, if the next period take this high out, that will close. That will close. That will end one time frame lower. Okay. Oh, estás ahí en lo mismo. Mm, ok. Yo creo que la ventaja de ese negocio, pues, tienes alcance, con eso tienes alcance nacional, ¿no? Porque puedes trabajar sobre el internet y, no sé, tendrías que invertir también en en lo que es, cómo podrías hacer ahí, en negocios. Por decir, en lo que es cuestión de mi experiencia personal de promoción. Era un pequeño empresario, tenía una compañía pequeña. Y cuando iba a conocer a mis clientes, cuando iba a conocer la primera vez que iba, y les daba una tarjeta, ¿no? Y decía, pero la tarjeta siempre desaparece. La tarjeta desaparece de inmediato. Y algo que les pueda durar un poco más, algo que les puede durar en el tiempo un poco más, eran lapiceros, ¿no? Digo, ¿qué voy a hacer unos lapiceros? Y cuando iba con mis, a conocerlos, a presentarles un presupuesto, un estimado, a tomar mis medidas, siempre les dejaba un lapicero. Y sé pues que el lapicero al menos les va a durar hasta que se acabe la tinta, ¿no? Y lo van a tener ahí con ellos. A diferencia de una tarjeta que lo más probable que en un par de horas ya lo hayan perdido. Pero no tenía muchos, ¿ya? O sea, compraba una docena, por decir. No una docena, ¿cuántas eran? Dos o tres docenas. Y eso me duraba muchísimo tiempo, ¿no? Y, y, y tenía siempre un par a la mano por ahí cuando podía conocer a alguien, les daba es básicamente con el contacto, ¿no? La forma de hacer nuevos clientes. Y sí, 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 sí. Eso esa es la oportunidad, ¿no? Cuando ves que hay un negocio que funciona, tiendes a entrar, ¿no? Llega un momento en que se satura, empieza a haber demasiado y ya no es negocio. La oportunidad ya no está, ¿no? Es ¿qué haces, no? ¿Qué haces? ¿Sigues ahí o buscas lo siguiente, ¿no? Buscas una nueva oportunidad en la cual todavía no estén, ¿no? No esté mucha gente. O de plano no haya, ¿no? ¿Qué podría ser eso? Y vas experimentando, ¿no? Ese es el detalle de esto, ¿no? Que uno va experimentando, eso es experimento, falla, experimento, falla, experimento, falla, así es como funciona. Y lo que vas haciendo así, vas viendo una cosa funciona, otra cosa no funciona, desechas lo que no funciona y sigues, sigues avanzando. Ese concepto de antigüedad, o sea, como pues no, a ver, me encanta este negocio porque sirve para todo, ¿no? lo que hizo tu tía es que tú estabas aquí, fue aquí, innovador aquí, en esta parte. Luego viene, de repente viniste tú, fuiste un early adopter aquí. Y después viene más gente, ¿no? Early majority, late majority. Ahora, ¿en qué parte de esta curva está tu mercado ahora? ¿Ya? Puede estar de repente todavía está aquí o está aquí. Cuando llega este momento es que es cuando mucha gente ingresa a al negocio donde uno está y empieza ya la oportunidad no está, la oportunidad cuando está aquí, estos de aquí están saliendo ya. Cuando estos están entrando, estos están saliendo en este caso del trade, en tu caso del negocio. ¿No estás? ¿Mm? Es como se aplica, o sea, son mercados, ¿no? Todo mecánico, no, todo mecánico, todo mercado, un mercado que es financiero en naturaleza es así, ¿no? Tiendes a buscar balance, tienes oportunidades y yo una vez escuché esto, bien, me pareció súper interesante. Cuando tú estás seguro de que el negocio funciona, va a funcionar, este negocio es 100% seguro, muy probable que estés aquí, en esta parte, ¿no? En esta área de aquí, en esta área de aquí. Cuando la mejor oportunidad es cuando más o menos estás un poquito más arriba de 50-50, ¿no? Un poquito más arriba de la mitad, es todavía ahí el negocio puede tener una oportunidad. Entonces, yo no soy negociante, ¿no? No vengo, no vengo de una familia de negociantes y me cuesta mucho aprender negocios. Voy observando ese tipo de cosas, ¿no? He observado también, tenía un amigo cuando vine a Estados Unidos que tenía una tienda de muebles o de colchones, creo que vendían colchones. Y cuando él empezó, no había comercio por internet, la publicidad era por revistas, había ventas telefónicas, ¿no? Y él estuvo aquí. Su esposa llegó y estuvo aquí, en una parte aquí, ¿no? La señora era de una mentalidad más de negocios y se dio cuenta que el negocio ya llegó a esto, ¿no? Y simplemente se salió de ese negocio. Pum, se salió. Ok, esto ya no es. Se salió. Y el señor siguió aquí e insistía, ¿no? Este negocio es bueno. Voy a seguir aquí. Pero ya no se dio cuenta que la competencia ya había aumentado. Había competencia, había mucho. El mercado había cambiado, ¿no? Vendían muebles también los señores. Empezaron a vender muebles. Y ese negocio también rapidito se saturó. ¿Cierto? Y simplemente pero la señora tiene esa mentalidad de negocio, de negociante, ¿no? No fue a la universidad ni nada de eso, ¿no? Pero tenía eso, ¿no? La señora era contador, la señora no tenía una carrera, pero tenía un poco más de visión con respecto a eso. Puede ser que eso te esté pasando también. Puede ser que tengas ese momento de replantear o buscar una nueva oportunidad o cómo hacer que lo que tú estás haciendo sea novedoso, ¿no? ¿Cómo obtienes? ¿Cuál es tu ventaja, no? ¿Cuál es tu hedge? El hedge, por decir aquí, de este negocio es, tenemos un entendimiento un poco mayor a los short term trading que está pasando aquí y tratamos de tener una visión de quién está llevando quién está llevando el trade y qué tan pesado está el inventario para el lado de compra o para el lado de venta. ¿Ya? Y este negocio ha estado aquí por más de 150 años, más de 120, no sé cuántos años, más de 100 años de hecho. Y, y es lo mismo, ¿no? Pero va cambiando. Para empezar, ya no es electrónico. Digo, no es así, no hay un pit ahora, ¿no? Todo es electrónico. Lo puedes ver tú, lo puedes ver yo, lo puede ver alguien en la China, o en Australia, o en África. Entonces, ¿cuál es la ventaja, no? ¿Cómo sacas una ventaja de eso? Ahora hay mucha más competencia aquí. Y como ah, si todos ven lo mismo, si todos hacen lo mismo, ¿cómo puedes tener una ventaja tú? Inclusive ahora hay computadoras, ¿no? Programas que hacen esto. Entonces, ¿cuál es tu ventaja ahí? Antes, en el pit, la ventaja era estar ahí, no estar presente en ese momento, en ese volumen que se daba en vivo y tenías la sensación el sentido del oído, lo podías usar, puedes escuchar lo que está pasando, identificar el volumen, identificar compras que entraban, compras que salían o ventas. ¿Mm? Mira, acá por decir, ¿no? ¿Es cierto? El nivel de volumen se mantiene aquí. Creo que está bajando un poquito, está bajando, pero está dentro de este rango, ¿no? O sea, ¿quién ve eso, por decir, no? ¿Cómo puedes saber eso? ¿Cómo puedes saber identificar el volumen? ¿Tú? ¿Cómo tienes una ventaja de esto a la que todos tenemos acceso? O sea, tenemos muchísima más gente tenemos acceso a un tipo de software y podemos ver lo que está pasando en todo el mundo. Antes eran solamente los traders que estaban en el pit, ¿no? Estaban en Chicago, en la bolsa de Nueva York, que estaban ahí presentes. Ellos eran los que tenían la ventaja. Y cuando se implementa la parte electrónica, cuando se vuelve electrónico, y ahora ya no estás en el pit, sino estás en una pantalla, esa ventaja se pierde. Y si no, los que no fueron capaces o no tuvieron la habilidad de adaptarse a este cambio, no sobrevivieron. No pudieron seguir haciendo lo que estaban haciendo porque estaban acostumbrados a hacer algo que ya no era válido en el nuevo sistema. No era válido de la forma en que lo hacían, pero tenían que buscar cómo, o sea, cuáles son las similitudes, cómo veo esto que antes era a través del volumen, de ruido, cómo lo veo ahora en una pantalla. ¿Ya? Si tengo un carácter que era súper extrovertido, no tenía miedo a nada, por decir, nada físico, era bien expresivo, y ahora, o hiperactivo, y ahora tengo que estar frente a una pantalla todo el día. Me va a chocar, no voy a tener una desventaja con respecto a alguien que es más tranquilo, por decir, ¿no? O puede estar frente a una pantalla todo el día sin angustiarse mucho. Entonces vas conociéndote, vas conociendo lo que haces y le buscas a lo que haces la novedad a lo que siempre has hecho. La gran mayoría no hace eso. La gran mayoría trata de seguir haciendo lo mismo. Entonces, cuando te das cuenta de eso, te vas a dar cuenta que los que están haciendo lo que tú hacías antes están haciendo de la misma forma en la que tú estás haciendo, en la que tú lo hacías. Y ¿qué haces ahora? Si decides si quieres mantenerte en eso, ¿no? What's happening here? What is happening here? esta distribución, this distribution has been closed. Has been closed. We're saying if there is something to the downside, the market will keep the distributions here. This high is very mechanical high here. Because it came from this low. This is a first sign of weakness here. Okay, next reference in the lower side, hard back. This low has been taken. All right. Mi cuñada hacía, me acuerdo cuando lo conocí, ella estaba en el negocio también de publicidad. Y lo que hacía era imprimía volantes, no volantes, propaganda, ¿no? Esos negocios que siempre hay, pequeños negocios que tienen un volante, un volante solamente un papel coloreado, sin color, con lo que hacían y luego mandan a alguien a la calle a repartir esos, ¿no? Eso era un volante. Y me acuerdo que eso, ella entró como ayuda de la hermana que entró por el novio que estaba en ese negocio, que era negocio en ese tiempo. Ese negocio se saturó muchísimo, ya está súper saturado. En el- la locación donde ellos estaban proveía de publicidad a toda Lima, ¿no? Toda la ciudad, básicamente, ¿no? Pero se súper saturó y si antes había 200 máquinas o 200 imprentas en un lugar o en una zona, llegó un momento que podía haber 800, ¿no? Entonces el negocio bajó y empezaron a hacer todo, como dicen, a tomar lo que sea, ¿no? Se metieron en un gran problema, se metieron en un gran problema por eso, eran jóvenes, eh, y vino alguien a que les imprimiera unos billetes y pues me parece, ¿cómo vas a imprimir billetes? ¿No? Estás falsificando, a pesar de que lo haces de un papel ordinario. Y fue alguien de la policía que les hizo eso, ¿no? Eh, pero después ella fue evolucionando, ¿no? Fue bien difícil. Ahora pasaron más de 20 años y puedo ver su evolución, ¿no? Que va evolucionando de estar ahí metida con todos, ahora está fuera de eso, salió completamente de ahí y llevó su máquina con alguien que le trabaja a otro lugar, mucho, mucho más económico, y trabaja ahora solamente con compañías que bueno, hacían estas boletas de pago, facturas y lo que sea, ¿no? Y anualmente tenían que imprimir cierta cantidad porque vendía, ¿no? Vendes, por cada venta tienes que emitir una factura. Y, y se empezó a relacionar así. Era muy extrovertida, se empezó a relacionar, hacía muchas amistades dentro de los negocios y cada vez iba buscando negocios más grandes con los cuales relacionarse. Yeah. Y pero ahora, y le surgió un problema. Su problema es que ahora todo es digital. Entonces, ¿qué haces ahora, no? Cuando todo es digital. Las facturas y todo eso ahora ya no es, ya no. Los vendedores tienen la opción de emitir una factura digital. se le baja, ¿no? Entonces va buscando otras que hacer, ¿no? Ok, pero las compañías siempre usan papel, ¿no? Usan menos papel, pero siempre van a usar papel con logotipos y todo eso, ¿no? Entonces se va metiendo y ahora dentro del campo de la publicidad de las compañías, ¿no? Que era solamente, o sea, está regresando a lo que hacía antes, pero con otra visión, ¿ya? O con otro mercado. Es interesante ver, observar, ¿no? Observar cómo trabajan las personas, la evolución de las personas. All right, all right. Regarding the market, I guess I had this when the market was up here. I had a 4160 put. I have just let them go here. The market is not. I mean, look at how big this body is, how narrow this one is, how narrow this one is. You know, the odds of this market taking this bar out, this high out are high, are increasing now. I am still looking to the downside, but I don't think I'm going to have. My risk has got higher now. Um, I don't have nothing else to say today. If this market closes here, if this market can hold this March high, I guess that would be something. I guess could be something good for this upside movement because it would mean that the market is 1, 2, 3 days going to the upside. We have earnings next week. The rejection of the high it's not that convincing here. I would have loved to have this A coming all the way up to here, for example, or maybe B just selling from here. That is a good excess, but it didn't happen that way. And also the B, what happened with B this is a reaction to consumer sentiments released at 10 a.m. So it's a news based break. There's a lot of trading around the breakout level here. So my odds, I guess, is I'll just let it go. Okay. Um, Unless there's any questions, I guess I'm going to call it a day. I wish you guys a good rest of the weekend, good rest of the day. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there. All right. Bye bye then.